We are now getting another lesson in the reason why social democratic reforms do not work. They do not inherently challenge the system, and they don't, in the most important aspect, get the job done. This has to do with Ocasio-Cortez and her new green plan, the plan that is seemingly ripped directly from Jill Stein and the Green Party. Unfortunately, this new plan is one that is not really a new plan at all. The plan claims to want to transform the United States economy in an effort to fight climate change, but that's not going to happen. That would ostensibly push the U.S. fossil fuels to 100% renewable energy in just a little over a decade. Now, Cortez has completely marketed herself as an anti-establishment candidate, aside for running for the Democratic Party and supporting Nancy Pelosi as the Speaker, the very antithesis of being anti-establishment. Now, her proposal got the approval of 30 House Democrats and the support of mainstream political pundits such as Van Jones of CNN. So that's how counter and anti-establishment is, that the establishment literally supports it. Now, the plan, the main problem with it is that it has no specifics. It's not really saying anything at all. So I guess she can just claim that it'll be whatever when there's no actual specifics or actual plan laid out. And it'll be drafted over the next 2 years. Now, the plan entirely avoids the original genuinely progressive initiatives and instead uses language that promotes neoliberal business-as-usual policies. Now, this is being written with the help of experts and insiders from business and industry. The Select Committee shall have the authority to investigate, study, make findings, convene experts and leaders from industry, academia, local communities, labor, finance, technology, and any other industry or group that the Select Committee deems to be a relevant resource. The plan shall be driven by the federal government in collaboration with the co-creation and partnership with business, labor, state, and local governments, tribal nations, research institutions, and civil society groups and communities. So, big business that will be handpicked by Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic Party. Now, you see, anybody who has even a modicum of honesty when it comes to the issue of global warming and pollution in the world knows that big business is the problem. We need to get away from big business in order to be able to solve this whole situation. But, of course, because the Democrats really are nothing more than another bourgeois party, they're completely inviting all of big business to come in and have a say. I would not be surprised in the very least if we ended up seeing the Koch brothers there as well. Okay, so it's big business and the Democrats handpicked by Nancy Pelosi. Include additional members such as basic income programs, universal health care programs, and any others the Select Committee may deem appropriate to promote economic security, labor market flexibility, and entrepreneurism. Universal health care, and you think that's really going to be passed through the government, along with a basic income program. Yeah, you know what? I don't think they're actually going to be put through. But they're saying that they're going to consider it to promote economic security, labor market flexibility, and entrepreneurism. Labor market flexibility. Now, we know what that means. The ability to hire and fire for whatever reason, for whatever possible thing could float through a member of the capitalist class's head. In other words, the ability to hire and fire as however they please for whatever reason. You even utter the first 3 letters of the word union and all of a sudden you're gone. Obviously, we know the freer the flow of capital, the worse it is for workers. And the more flexible the employment situation is, the worse for workers. The ability to hire and fire at will, without just cause, without having any kind of restrictions, without having any kind of oversight, etc. In other words, this is just a gift to big business. This is exactly what we would have expected out of the Democratic Party anyway. But it's being given this faux veneer of complete progressivism and anti-establishment because Cortez is at the head of it for now. Actually, Nancy Pelosi is going to be the head of it, and that's as much of a corporate Democrat as you could possibly get. Also known as a Democrat. In other words, this entire so-called green plan, which I wouldn't be surprised if most of the green mysteriously disappeared from the entire article. The article being the plan that they're eventually going to write up would just mysteriously disappear, and then we're left with the same old capitalist polluting, world-killing, human life-ending BS that we've had for however long. Once again, this tells us, I don't care how much you think you're helping by supporting people like Cortez. Well, it's better than doing nothing. Well, actually doing nothing is better than doing the thing that is the opposite of what you're supposed to be achieving. I mean, it would be great if you did something positive. I understand that. But don't do the opposite of what it is that you claim to be doing.
Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.